As far as monthly HOA, how does that all work? The HOA assessment amount is set by the board of directors, and that is a result of preparing a budget for the year. And many homeowners associations have professional management. I highly recommend professional management. It's just because if it's a volunteer organization. I know from belonging to a lot of volunteer organizations over the years, I mean, things just sometimes go by the wayside because, I mean, the person is not being paid. They're doing it to be helpful. So if your management is done by, um, a voluntary group of individuals, I think you can expect from time to time to not get the service maybe you truly need. And it's really more rare to have that, at least in Western New York. Property management typically is done by company, and there's several locally that are actually quite large and do a lot of different associations throughout, the Western New York community. One of the other aspects of your monthly HOA assessment that you pay, there's a portion of that goes for the master insurance. So master insurance would be liability insurance to cover, if somebody falls down the stairs, or say there's a fender bender at the mailbox, who's going to cover the cost. That typically goes, well, in the case of the cars, I think probably would be the individual. But if they ran into I don't know, something was wrong with the mailbox and fell in your car, and in that case, it would be the master insurance. Wind damage, to the roof. Another aspect of the monthly HOA assessment, a portion of that is going to go to pay for common area maintenance. So that would be grass cutting, snow plowing, trimming landscaping, mulching. It's a rather large undertaking to manage the budget of an HOA. So it's really important, I think, that when you're voting for people, it's not a popularity contest, and actually vote for people that are qualified. It makes a big difference. So a portion of the monthly HOA also needs to go for the reserve account. And the reserve account is the place where money is kept in the event something large needs to be replaced, whether that would be a roof, a driveway. If the association takes care of the windows, maybe that's something that would need to be, replaced after a period of time. So, I mean, the best way for an association to run is to actually take the cost of roofing for every roof in the whole place, divide it by 20, because that's how long roofs last. And then that's the amount, 1/20th of the complete replacement cost should be going into the reserve account every year. So you break it down by 20 years and 12 months. So whatever that amount is, that should be getting put away every year. So you do that for all the major components of the development. If there's a pool, or if there's some places have guest bedrooms, some places have gathering places, all of that needs to be maintained. So what's typical in terms of a cost? I mean, I think you'll find anywhere from, on the lower end, maybe about $235 a month, all the way up to, I'd say on average, maybe around 300. A little bit, a little bit higher. I just listed a condo in Orchard Park actually yesterday, and the monthly HOA there is 305. So that's kind of your average range. And so what's really high? There's a place on Main Street in Williamsville. The HOA there, I think, is about 700 a month for the. They're in four figures, and the difference is that it's a secure building. There's a doorman that's on duty 24/7. So you got all those salaries to cover too. So that's could be quite a variety, a mixed bag out there.